Hello, a big beautiful world. The last one for the weekend. That'll make it 3 in a row. We are just going to have a quick squeeze. This is the Got Friends Glider Club. I think I put it down. I don't recall doing it. No, it must have been in that kind of blind flurry, that feeding frenzy we all get into. But that's a Got Friends GB3 for anyone who doesn't have it. It's just awesome. I love it. I absolutely love that thing. One of the things I'm doing at the moment is flying around Highway 1, Freeway 1 of Australia. And that happens to be one of my favourite aircraft for doing so. It's off the charts for speed and, manoeuvrability and so on, although it does require a heck of a landing space. I wonder if Got Friends are working with maybe, is it Rotorsim Pilot or somebody to do this Huey? Because why is it here as one of the static aircraft? Certainly looks impressive as hell. And we've got some discuses and the discus gliders over the other side. This is seriously good fun. Freebie up on flightsim.to. Some temporary places, some solar panels. Somebody's got a Hot Wheels car by the look of things, and good to see that they're being responsible, because the Land Rover's got the 4-ton skip in the back, which is awesome, which is supreme. All right, let's you got your picnic areas. I'm impressed. That's awesome. It's a beautiful part of the world. It's kind of a case of somewhere in Austria, Österreich, I think, or maybe Western Switzerland. I'm guessing though. It's really somewhere in Austria. All right, so I am just going to hold the stick back. There's a silence. I've knocked out the collision alarm, as you can see, as per Coxburgh's advice, and hopefully we're going to have a bit of fun in the old Schleicher 38. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is good. This is lovely. Absolutely gorgeous, mate. Absolutely gorgeous. What an afternoon for it, people. Yeah, okay. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Or at least the whooshing of canvas out on the wings. Yeah, that's it. Well, hey. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Classic. Yeah. Really, I am at peace. I feel a certain oneness with the universe, a certain zen, immensity. The manifest is the one, and the one is the manifest. So, this thing, it's gorgeous. Yeah, as I said the other day, even when I was poodling about with it, it's really good. It's really good fun. What else? I was flying the Schleicher K7, the Adler, before the Rhine Eagle, and that's cool. I was flying that over Ireland because we're all fake Irishmen at heart, aren't we? But I really wanted to take this up. The Rhine Adler is really good. Again, freeware up at .to, you know the drill. Really quite amazing for freeware. Track IR, my track IR gives my track IR a little bit of stick with it all, but I think it's settled down, and I'm not sure what's changed, if anything. But it's all the more reason for me to justify going over to Tobii iTracker at some stage over the next couple of months. Yeah, I really dig this. Kind of can't help but feel that. What would you call it? A kind of sense of a pioneering thing, maybe. Don't know if there's any right way to frame it, because it's all going to come off wrong. You know, we're talking about the glider that trained up the Luftwaffe effectively. So, that being said, the joy, the ahistorical joy that I'm deriving from flying about in this sucker is really cool. It's lovely. It's a lovely sensation. And that, again, like I said in the other one, that's what it's all about. For all the brains, a bit of clipping. For all the brains and the thoughtfulness and the awareness and the situational awareness and the mindfulness we're going to pour into this flying about, even in the simulator itself. That primitive, that visceral sensation of flying about in something like this is it's present. It's really quite present in this simulator. So I'm just going to try and remain civilized and hang for a while. I did take it out over the Grand Canyon, and curiously I couldn't find a nice place on the Grand Canyon, sadly, that didn't look a little bit too ice creamy. It's nice when you're going fast, it's nice when you've got a nice fast aircraft, but when you're out in this thing that's essentially doing, what, 20 knots? It's a little bit of a different beastie. But this is, yeah, hell good fun. I'm really digging it. That's it. I really just wanted to take it up. I was surprised that I found the Got Friends glider club, but it's really cool. Those cats amaze me. Like Rotosim Pilot and the work he's done with his team. They're just absolutely gobsmacked at how passionate they are about it all. Very, very commendable. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's it. That's the Schleicher 38, and it is nonsensically good fun. So this is part 2. Alright, big beautiful world, over and out. Stay safe, stay sane. Bye. Hello.
Clear prop.
Pardon me, please. Big beautiful world. Today, actually let's just wait and see what it does. See if it tries to do my head in. Today this is the, let's open this puppy up, hop out, have a quick squiz. Yeah, this is the Schleicher glider from 1962, the Rheinadler, the Rhine Eagle. And I love the tail because it's like the old Arado tails. Who was the German engineer who did a lot of the Arado aircraft pre-World War II and throughout the Second World War? But that was his favourite configuration, and Focke-Wulf for that matter. The Focke-Wulf Via, the L of 58, I think it was, had that kind of tail configuration. Might have been the same engineer. So the Rheinadler, the K7, Schleicher. Yeah, Schleicher. And check out the configuration, how the canopy pulls apart. Up and to the side, up and to the side. Let's get up in the air if we can. That'll do us. Yeah, correct. Let's pull down from the back. Alright, cool. Now, do we have? I reckon we do. Connection error. You know what? I don't even think we need this, to be honest. We're just going
Cable
to
on, please.
call this,
Wings level.
see if it is at all doable.
Take up slack. All out, all out.
Alright, colour me impressed so far. Colour me impressed so far. I want to try and get up to decent height, if at all achievable, because we're going to head over to some mountains. And where are we? We are in Crinkhill. Now, I never thought I'd have to say this throughout my long and unusual life, but one of the things that I caught myself doing was, I don't even know how to say crinkle. Is it Crinkhill, Crinkhill? You know, I'm one of the biggest fake Irishmen under the sun. You know, my forebears and all the rest of that jazz. But that being said, you know, kind of starts in my Irish is freaking lousy. So Crinkhill, and I don't know why we're here. I just thought I would like to go gliding in Ireland. And that's just the thing to do, I personally believe, on this sunny Sunday afternoon. So you got your two variometers, your upper right hand side, which is the one that keeps you looking for a thermal, and then you've got your lower left hand side, which is your vertical speed indicator, etc., Stockers, VSI. But it's that one on the upper right hand side I'm trying to keep an eye on, because that's the one that gives the best external indication of where stuff is. Correct. Right, don't know why it's doing that, but there you go. This is really cool, the Schleicher K7. I was going to do it a few times. There was more than one occasion. There we go, that's the reason I didn't do it. Because after a while, for some reason, it does not love. It could just be a sound thing, some kind of conflict on the sound. But it really does love giving me stick with track IR. So the day may come where I might not be able to use this actually. We'll see. We'll see how we go. If it gives me too much grief, then we'll find out. We shall find out. So we're fairly consistent. Are we heading? Or I think we're heading. Yeah, we are. We are. How's your weekend going, clan? I'm probably overloading YouTube at the moment. I mean, if I put this up, it'll be 3 in as many days. That's because I'm a sad and lonely bastard, and that's just what sad and lonely individuals do, I guess. No, the fact is, I just really love poodling about in the flight simulator. I think it's pretty cool. One day I'll get a life, but it won't be this day. This is freeware, the Schleicher K7. You cats probably know all that already. You probably got it, you downloaded it, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I don't know. If so, please let me know. Because it's, from memory, now I don't know whether I'm going back to the days of, it wasn't FS2 that had a glider, although I'm pretty convinced FS2 had a sock with camel that actually fired bullets from memory. But I think it was FS4 that introduced gliders. And you used to have to look for these squared off patches of brown in amongst the green or the blue. Back then it was pretty much, I think it was an 8-bit color palette back then, so you're pretty much limited to brown, blue and green for everything, and black of course for the runways and the cockpit panels and so on. But the fascinating thing is you'd be forever looking for these big brown patches and they weren't even polygonal. They weren't, you know, they had nowhere the natural feel of today's graphics. So you just fly around in this square over and over and over again. It was quite exhilarating. In its day, hilarious looking back, pretty nuts, but that's what we're all doing. Kids, so don't try this at home. Schleicher, I don't know anything about it. One of the things I do dig is the fact that actually, does the undercarriage go up? That's a darn good question. We're going to come out a bit, and we're going to come down a bit, and we're going to come around a bit. So yeah, one of the things I really dig is that I love how, you know, I think it was early 60s, 62 when this sucker came out, but it does tip its hat to the old Slingsby's out of Britain. I think the Gerpingham crew in Germany were doing similar, and in fact I think it might have even been originally the Gerpingham crew that they were an interesting company. They had some really cool aircraft designs. The GL8 I think was a forerunner to the Dornier the Dornier 335. But yeah, Gerpingham also were famous for their gliders. But we'll go on seeing if we can, just how long we can keep her up. Yeah, it's it really quite cool lines. Yeah, the Slingsby gliders that were used by the cadets and the RAF. I like how it kind of tips its hat, the lines of this thing, it tips its hat to those gliders as well, to that kind of pre-war feel. Now we can't see what the blinking variometer is doing, people. Anyway, make her go. No, I don't think so. All good. All good. Anyway, as you can see, we won't be up in the air for long. I'm really crapping gliders. I'm glad Track IR has behaved itself, that's for certain. Now I think the sound pack that comes with the Schleicher, this K7, I think that's the that's what's so one of the big things about it is it actually, it's got telltale sounds. It'll actually indicate you know, when you're on a thermal or you're in a thermal. I'm still not sure, I'm still working it out, but I'm reasonably convinced that is the case. But either way, you know, gliding around Ireland on a Sunday afternoon, I can think of worse ways to spend my time. There we go. Is that going to give it to me? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, kind of cool. Now, if theoretically, if I can loop it. Nah, we're just going down and down. That's okay, it's alright. Certainly is fun, isn't it? Now I am going to, there we go. Oh, I'm a natural at it, I tell ya. Just a natural. Yeah, but I don't know if you heard that whoosh before, but it's kind of indicative that I think it does come as a kind of sound pack indicator. You know what? Farmer's Field. Very good. Very good. Let's plonk it down. And the other unusual thing about this is that there was some kind of think it'll work quite okay to pitch it on its nose. For some reason it had... No, that doesn't sound right, does it? I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that was the case, but maybe not. And that's about it, peeps. That is about it for a Sunday afternoon. Now I'm bereft of things to do. Alright, big beautiful world, stay safe, stay sane, and I'll catch you later. Bye.